Welcome to Afghan News with Mohsen Jamal. A top U.S. military official has expressed confidence that his country will defeat the Taliban in the Afghan war in the wake of doubts mounting over the success of counterinsurgency policy pursued by the Army. The U.S. Army Counterinsurgency Center's Director, Colonel John Paganini, admitted that gauging the success of counterinsurgency is a complex procedure as there is no specific end date for the policy. Paganini admitted that though the Taliban still targets the Afghan leaders, the conditions are getting much better for integrating the population. Paganini said the Army's strategy has changed since the beginning of the war, as it has shifted its focus from targeting the enemy to building sustainable, long-lasting programs involving Afghans at the grassroots level during the past 3 years. He stressed the need to end the Taliban's tactic of intimidating Afghans, which prevents the citizens from cooperating with their country's government. Afghan Army and NATO-led International Security Assistance Force kept up pressure on insurgents as over 1,400 Haqqani network militants have been captured in Afghanistan so far this year, ISAF spokesperson said on Monday. ISAF spokesperson Brigadier General Carsten Jacobson told a joint press conference with Dominic Midgley, NATO civilian representative's spokesperson, that Haqqani is a mixture of insurgents and criminals in its network and finances itself out of all types of criminal activities, including drugs. Carsten added that the forces chased Haqqani in the field, killing and capturing more than 100 last week alone, and that they'll also have to break their financial trains. Regarding the security transition process from ISAF to Afghan security forces, Midgley said the second phase of transition will be announced by Afghan government in coming weeks, stating that the alliance would support Afghanistan beyond 2014. The first phase of transition of security responsibility began in July this year, and the process will be completed by the end of 2014. At least 11 insurgents were killed and 19 detained by the Afghan police, backed by the Army and NATO-led coalition forces in different parts of the country over the 24 hours to Sunday evening, an interior ministry statement said. The statement added that Afghan National Police, in collaboration with Army and coalition forces, launched 10 joint operations in Kunar, Kunduz, Kandahar, Helmand, Zabul, Uruzgan, Khost and Nimroz provinces over the last 24 hours, killing 11 armed insurgents and capturing 19 suspects. A handful of weapons and 9 anti-vehicle mines were also found during the mentioned operations, it added. According to the Interior Ministry, over 360 insurgents have been killed and around 430 detained by joint forces in September alone. Pakistan's Taliban movement, the country's biggest security threat, has suggested it would consider peace talks with the US-backed government, a local newspaper reported Monday. Pakistani leaders said after an all-party meeting attended by top military and intelligence officials last month, they would seek reconciliation with militants to end an insurgency, and Prime Minister Yusuf Raza Gailani was quoted by newspapers as saying the government was ready to talk peace. The Express Tribune, quoting Maulavi Waliur Rahman Mahsood, deputy leader of the Pakistani Taliban, said that their Shura or council will decide whether and when can they enter into talks with the government and the military, and that they would like to involve countries they trust like Saudi Arabia. Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan, or Taliban Movement of Pakistan, which is close to Al-Qaeda, was formed in December 2007 as an alliance of Pakistani militant groups to attack the Pakistani state. Meanwhile, Pakistani soldiers killed 30 Afghan militants who had crossed the border to attack the army, Pakistani military officials said on Monday. One Pakistani soldier was killed and 4 were wounded in the raid Sunday night by a group of more than 200 militants, which lasted close to an hour, the Pakistani official said. One of the officials, who spoke on condition of anonymity, added that the attack happened in the Barawal area of Upper Dare while Pakistani forces retaliated and the intruders slipped back. Tension between the countries has been high since Afghan officials accused Pakistan's main intelligence agency of masterminding the September 20th assassination of Kabul's chief peace negotiator with the Taliban, which Pakistan strongly denied. At least 13 Chinese sailors have been killed in an apparent attack by drug smugglers on the Mekong River between Thailand and Myanmar, prompting the Chinese Foreign Ministry to call for better protection for its citizens in the area. Thai officials on Monday said that 13 sailors were confirmed dead after traffickers hijacked 2 cargo ships last week in the Golden Triangle of the Mekong, a region of Southeast Asia notorious for narcotic production. Thai police have launched an investigation into the incidents and are hunting the attackers, China's Consulate General in northern Thailand said. In a statement, China's Foreign Ministry said it had asked the countries concerned to take effective measures to strengthen protection of Chinese vessels and crew on the Mekong River. At least 24 people have been killed and scores more injured when clashes erupted between mostly Coptic demonstrators and military police outside the Egyptian state television building in central Cairo. A curfew was imposed on Cairo's Tahrir Square and downtown area, state media said on Sunday, as clashes were also reported from Alexandria, Egypt's second largest city. Egypt's leadership also held an emergency meeting late on Sunday to discuss the situation, with more such meetings being scheduled for Monday. More than 200 people were injured in the clashes, the health ministry said. In an address aired on state television early on Monday, Sam Sharaf, Egypt's interim prime minister, described the events as unnecessary violence, calling what happened a conspiracy, and urged people to remain calm. Libyan fighters have made major progress into Sirte, the home city of toppled leader Muammar Gaddafi. National Transition Council forces said on Sunday they had managed to take control of Ali al-Gheza district, where a large number of pro-Gaddafi forces were based, as well as the city's university and Ibn Sina hospital. Some 15 Gaddafi loyalists were captured from the hospital, a witness has said. The NTC fighters also launched a major offensive on Bani Walid, another town southeast of the capital Tripoli, still controlled by Gaddafi forces. Mustafa Abdul Jalil, chairman of the National Transitional Council, said both Sirte and Bani Walid would be liberated within days. And that's all for now. Thanks for staying with us.